Welcome to our final exercise for Chapter 8. So we're going to do some applications now. So we're applying all of the concepts that we've understood or learnt in this particular chapter to some more challenging problems. Now remember, in order to do this, we want to be able to change from base, from a logarithmic form to an index form, or from an index form back to a log form, and we may need to use our change of base formula. Let's try our first only example that we're going to do before you actually get into it. A quantity Q is varying over time t according to the formula Q is equal to 4 times 10 to the power of t over 2. Give answers correct to 4 significant figures when you're doing this. Find Q when t equals 9. So that's pretty straightforward. So we go Q equals 4 times 10 to the power of 9 over 2. We put that into our calculator. So 4 times 10 to the power of 9 over 2. Put that into the calculator and it wants it to 4 significant figures. Now the answer is actually 1, 2, 6, 4, 9, 1.1064. To 4 significant figures, that will become, let's just have a look at our figures here. There are the first 4 digits. The next one's a 9, so it's going to bump it up. So it's going to be 126,500. So if we look at that number, 126,491.1064 to 4 significant figures is close to 126,500. So that's to 4 significant figures. Now we want to rewrite that with t as the subject. So we know that the formula is Q equals 4 times 10 to the power of t over 2. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 4. That will give me Q over 4 equals 10 to the power of t over 2. Now the whole idea is to get t by itself, so what I'll do now is I'll actually change this from index form to logarithmic form. It'll free up the power, which means I'll slide the base, and if I slide the base I will get the log to base 10 of Q over 4 equals t over 2. Times both sides by 2 and I'll get t equals 2 log to base 10 of Q over 4. Now I could split that up and write it as log Q minus log 4 with a 2 out the front, but that's fine like that. Part C says find t when Q equals 289. So t will equal 2 log to base 10 of 289 over 4. Put that into your calculator, so it becomes 2 log of 289 over 4. I'm just putting it into the calculator now, and the answer is 3.717675703. But the question says to give your answers to 4 significant figures, so let's look. There are my first 4 figures of significance, which means the answer is going to be 3.718. This is going to be rounded up because the next digit along is a 6, which means I round it up. Now, what does T stand for? It stands for time. I don't know if it's years or months or whatever, and that doesn't matter. That's my answer. So it's time for you to try practical applications of your logarithms and exponentials understandings. Enjoy your experience because we're getting closer to a test and that will be fun. Bye for now.